Alright, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we have to talk about last night's game against the LA Lakers. Pistons fall 121-116 against the LA Lakers. Before I get into the rest of the video, please make sure you guys like this video. Today's like goal will be 115 likes. So I don't want to waste any time. I want to get right into this because this is probably one of the most, if not the most entertaining game all season. I know I've said that in previous videos, but tonight was really entertaining, man. A lot of intrigue just through and through. Outside of just the fight, just this basketball game in general was a very good basketball game through and through. So let's get into this, man. So the first thing that I want to say, and I just have to stress this point to you guys, this is a young rebuilding team, okay? Some people don't understand that. I looked around on social media and it looks like some people in the fandom don't understand that this is a young rebuilding team, okay? We will go through many nights like tonight, okay? Many more losses will come in the future, close games, heartbreaking games where we just lose it, and that's because this team is young. We don't know how to close games right now. We don't have enough good veterans on this team. You know, Jerami Grant obviously really good, but we lost Kelly Olynyk and we have Trey Lyles and Corey Joseph right now. They are fine veterans, but obviously they're not at the level where they will propel you to victory. So this team is young right now. I believe we have the 4th youngest team in the NBA. We're obviously going to struggle in these types of games. So I need you guys to understand it, okay? Understand the concept of a rebuild. This will take time. We're going to lose many games just like this one. Now let's move to Isaiah Stewart, man. Let me give a round of applause to Isaiah Stewart tonight. Isaiah Stewart is a grown man, okay? He is a Detroit Piston through and through. It feels like he was born, you know, to be a Detroit Piston. And tonight, man, you know, got elbowed by LeBron James. Now we can debate, you know, whether or not LeBron did that intentionally. We don't know because we don't know what's in the mind of LeBron James. Well, according to Anthony Davis, after he elbowed him, LeBron tried to apologize to Isaiah Stewart, according to Anthony Davis. But besides that point, you know, Isaiah Stewart felt offended. He got elbowed in the face. He was angry. Maybe some other player said something to him, who knows? But Isaiah Stewart was furious. He was angry. This is probably the angriest I've ever seen Isaiah Stewart so far in his short career. And I'm not gonna blame him, bro. If you ever feel threatened on the court and you ever feel like someone is disrespecting you, go check them. And if they don't want to apologize, if they don't want to, you know, renege on what they just did, then you could do what you did tonight, Stu. I'm not mad at him at all for, you know, letting out his fury and frustration. Now, obviously you will want to see him sometimes show a little bit of restraint, but at the same time, man, if you ever feel threatened, if you ever feel like you're getting punked, I'm not going to be the guy to be mad at you for going back at them. It doesn't matter if it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, you know, he got into that beef last year. It doesn't matter if it's Blake Griffin this year or if it's LeBron James and the entire Lakers team. Isaiah Stewart will go right at them. You know, Isaiah Stewart, he got held back by so many people. You know, Kay Cunningham tried to hold him back. A whole bunch of security guards tried to hold Isaiah Stewart back, but it didn't matter because that man was angry. That man was raged. So Isaiah Stewart, to wrap up his point, I love him, bro. I'm glad that he's a Detroit Piston. Now let's talk about Jerami Grant tonight. Jerami Grant finished with 36 points. He played 37 minutes on the night, and Grant was through and through there for us for this entire game, man. You know, in that second quarter in particular, in the final 2 minutes of the second quarter, he hit three-pointer after three-pointer after three-pointer and finished with 12 points in the final 2 minutes of the second quarter, which was crazy, man. The entire arena was loud, got everybody out of their seats. So Grant went crazy right there. And then throughout the rest of the game, just continuing the scoring for us, even after Isaiah Stewart went down, just kept on when it came to scoring. Now, obviously, I'm going to continue to criticize him for refusing to pass the ball. And then also, there was one play defensively tonight, you know, on Russell Westbrook, you know, when he dunked on Hamidou Diallo. Well, dunked on, I should have put it in, you know, parentheses. On that play, Jerami Grant could have stopped that play, but he was looking in one direction and didn't even turn around to help Diallo. So that was the only, you know, main defensive lapse on Grant tonight that I guess I will criticize. But just in general, 36 points on the night for Grant, made a lot of three-pointers, and was just amazing for us tonight. So Cade Cunningham tonight finished with 13, 12, and 10, and became the youngest Detroit Piston ever to record a triple-double in their career. So he broke Isaiah Thomas' record, becoming the youngest Piston to ever do it. Really good accomplishment for him. You know, he's in some pretty esteemed category now. And yeah, Cade tonight, I really did like him overall. Now, there were a few things that I didn't like that he did, but for the most part, Cade was good tonight. I liked how patient he was when it came to the offense. You know, every time he got the ball, he was just slowing down and really being like a floor general out there, not rushing things, not trying to force a ball into a place where it's not supposed to be. Just in general, Cade was patient tonight. He was looking around and making the right plays. So I really like that out of K tonight. But I guess I will criticize his shooting tonight. His shots weren't falling, but I'm not gonna get too hard on him for that, because in previous games, K has been absolutely killing it for us, hitting shot after shot after shot in previous games. So tonight he had an off night. I'm not gonna get too hard on him. So K Cunningham, youngest Piston to ever get a triple-double in his career, and he had a good game overall. Let's talk about Hamidou Diallo, man, finishing with 17 points. Hamidou Diallo was the man tonight. He may be the title of this video. Hamidou just gives us so much energy, man. I'm so happy that that situation is over, that Jerami situation, because Diallo feels like the player that we've been needing this entire season. I wish Kelly Olynyk didn't go down with that injury, because along with Diallo off the bench, which would have been so good, man. He just gives us energy. As I said in my previous video, it can be a rebound, it could be a block, a defensive stop, it does not matter. Diallo just comes in and gives you something. And then tonight, 17 points, he gave you scoring finally. So Diallo, I am loving it. Please give him more minutes. I believe he finished with 21 minutes on the night. So just in that amount of time, he did so much for us, man. So really good game out of Hamidou Diallo. I am happy that he's back. Frank Jackson as well, man. Frank Jackson, on that bench mob, had 15 points on the night. Let's talk about Corey Joseph, man. So Corey Joseph, I'm not really mad at him, the player, because of what he does or what he did tonight, okay? I have no issues with him in particular. He has 7 assists, which is good, okay? Corey Joseph is a fine player. I just don't like the way Dwayne Casey is using Corey Joseph. 39 minutes tonight for Corey Joseph is unacceptable in my personal opinion. I believe, first off, in the starting lineup, it should have either been Josh Jackson, Frank Jackson, or Hamidou Diallo. But outside of that, even if you want to start Corey Joseph, I still believe you should have reduced his minutes a lot more, giving more minutes to Frank, Hammy, and Josh. Or even if you didn't want to go with those guys, give some to Garza or Saban. I feel like 39 minutes for him, even with Killian Hayes' injury, I still feel like that was way too much for him. You can have him in the starting lineup if you want to. I disagree there, but if you want to put him there, that's fine. But if you put him there, reduce his minutes. But that's all, man. That's on Dwayne Casey, not really Corey Joseph. Corey tonight, he wasn't good for us. He wasn't bad for us. 7 assists for him. And then, I want to talk about Dwayne Casey on that final play. Some people may disagree with me, but I don't like the final play call. We went to a timeout. He decided to, give the ball to Hamidou Diallo. Hamidou drove it, and then he turned around. He did like a Tom Brady throw where he passed it back, or at least attempted to pass it back to Sadiq Bey. But Anthony Davis, being the top defender that he is, noticed the play and tipped the ball away. Now, me personally, I don't think that was a good play. I'm not really a big fan of it. If it was up to me, I would have had K Cunningham in an ISO ball situation, or an on-ball screen from Jerami Grant, or you could have even went to Frank Jackson. If you wanted Sadiq to take that last shot, you could have just did an off-ball screen and have the inbound passer pass him the ball. You could have went with that. So Casey, I disagree there. And then, as I said, the Corey Joseph thing, I disagree there. But Casey, overall tonight, I guess he was fine. I'm not gonna go too hard on him. And then, yeah, man, for the LA Lakers, Russell Westbrook coming up in clutch, Carmelo Anthony as well. In the fourth quarter, those two guys were the main guys who were going at it. And then Anthony Davis with the 2 stops on K Cunningham sealed the deal for the Lakers tonight. So Pistons fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 3K, and I'm out.